Um, Good evening, everyone. Today I will be presenting. My name is Josephine Menard, and today I will be presenting parenting styles and their impact on children's behavior. So, the question I want to ask you guys before we get started is how much of who we become is shaped by how we are raised? So, I will be going through a bit of an overview for parenting styles and the child development of those parenting styles. I will also give you guys real world examples, and then I will also include parenting into today's world and what it looks like, why it matters, any key takeaways, and my final thoughts of this presentation. So, something I want to say is that parents do play a critical role in shaping their child's personality and behavior. So the term parenting styles, it refers to how caregivers raise and interact with their children. This presentation will explore the different types of parenting styles and their effects on children's emotional, social, and behavioral development. So going on to the overview, there are 4 different types of parenting styles, which is authoritative, authoritarian, permissive, and uninvolved. All these do have an impact on children's behavior, emotional health, and development as well. Going into the different types of parenting styles, what they mean and what they look like, as authoritative parenting, it is defined as high warmth and high control, combining with clear rules and with emotional support. An example of this will be a happy child doing homework with a parent nearby helping. And this type of parenting style can encourage children to develop a high or strong self-esteem. It can also encourage it to be more responsible, independent, and emotionally stable as well. As authoritarian parenting, what it looks like. So this was defined as high control yet low warmth. So an example of this would be when a parent demands obedience without any explanation and punishes harshly. So this can impact the children because the child could be obedient yet anxious. They can also have low self-esteem and difficulty with social interactions. Permissive parenting. So this is defined as high warmth yet low control. So an example of this would be a parent letting their child set their own bedtime and rarely enforces any rules. This can affect the child to be more impulsive, struggle with rules, and they can also lack self-discipline. And lastly, the uninvolved parenting. This lacks both warmth and control. An example would be when a parent is emotionally detached and provides little guidance and supervision of their child. This can impact the child to be emotionally withdrawn. It can also impact their academic performance and risk for any behavioral issues. So what does research tells us? I looked into 2 studies. The 2 that stood out to me was the McLaughlin. This study showed that the children that are exposed to harsh parenting had reduced brain volume and in the prefrontal cortex and in the amygdala areas, and these areas are critical for emotional regulation. And this does connect with the authoritarian type of parenting style. and in long term it can emotionally impact the child, causing many mental health issues. In the second study with Donker and a few others, with authoritative parenting during COVID-19, it was linked to lower anxiety and better coping in children. This can show how positive parenting styles buffer stress and foster resilience as well. How? So going on to real life scenarios. So this will be a scenario of what positive parenting looks like. So in this picture, this is Tammy. She is a single mother. She uses consistent routines and positive reinforcement with her 8-year-old. Her child is very respectful, confident, and performs well in school. Another scenario is an example of harsh parenting. So in this scenario, this is Carlos, and he grew up with a father who used yelling and strict punishment. He is now a teen, and he struggles with anxiety and lashes out at authority figures. So parenting in today's world. So parenting stress surged during the pandemic. There was a rise of interest in parenting and for mental health support as well. For cultural connection, there was a shift for gentle parenting trends in social media and parenting blogs. Now, why does it matter? So parenting styles influence academic performance, mental health, and relationships. They are very important in schools, counseling, and pediatric care. However, cultural awareness is key, meaning styles may vary by different backgrounds and values as well. And just a little important reminder that changing parenting habits do take time and support as well. Not everyone is able to change overnight. Key takeaways. So the key takeaways would be that parenting styles shape lifelong behavior. Authoritative parenting is the most beneficial out of the four, and that awareness empowers better choices for children and society as well. A question I would like to give you guys before you guys all go is that what kind of adult will you raise what kind of adult will your parenting raise? And then these are my references. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. For my conclusion, I would like to say that it is very important to be more self-aware, especially when you are parenting children. They learn behavior through actions. Parents are their first teachers, and that although it may be difficult, just know that your words, your actions do impact others, whether that be emotionally, mentally, or even physically. Thank you guys so much for coming, and have a good one. Bye!